At this point, my mind was a storm of confusion and wild theories. Katie wasn't the type to mess around like this, at least not the side of her I'd seen at work. But the confidence in that last message, the playful tone, it was like I was talking to someone completely different. I was both flattered and freaked out. My boss was clearly implying, well, something. And it wasn't about quarterly reports. Part of me wanted to ignore it, but curiosity got the better of me. After all, this was Katie, the woman everyone in the office admired, the one who had a presence that commanded respect the second she walked into a room. And now, she was texting me things that would make anyone blush. I decided to play it cool. Okay, I'll bite. Where do you want to meet? I sent it before I could second-guess myself. My heart raced as I watched those 3 dots appear on the screen. She was typing. Then the response came, "The rooftop bar, 7 p.m., don't be late." Rooftop bar? Was this seriously happening? It felt like I'd been dropped into a bad rom-com and I was the clueless guy about to fall into some sort of elaborate trap. I told myself to calm down. Maybe this was all a big misunderstanding. Maybe she was meeting someone else, and I'd get there only to find it wasn't meant for me. Or maybe it was just a drink to talk about work in a less formal setting. Yeah, that had to be it, right? 7 p.m. rolled around, and I found myself on the rooftop, the sun setting in the background, casting a warm glow over the city skyline. It was the kind of place that screamed romantic evening, and that made me even more nervous. I sat at a table, scanning the crowd, waiting for Katie to show up and hopefully explain what all this was about. A few minutes later, there she was. She walked in with the same confidence she had at the office, but tonight, there was something different. She was in a sleek, form-fitting dress, her hair down, a little smile playing at the corner of her lips. She looked incredible. I stood up, completely out of my element, as she approached the table. "So," she said, sitting down across from me, her eyes sparkling with a mix of mischief and curiosity, "you got my messages?" I nodded, trying not to sound like a nervous wreck. "Yeah, about that I thought maybe you—" Katie held up a hand, cutting me off. "Let's not talk about work tonight." She leaned in slightly, lowering her voice. "I want to get to know the real you." "Wait, what?"